Okay, William Hutchison, Armenia, Columbia Realty for Expats, and Salento, Columbia Realty, own them both with Alba. Haven't been here for a while, and I will try to be here more regularly in the future. I've just been very busy on the real estate side with two clients, taking up a lot of time. I haven't even had time to shave, as you can see. Don't believe that. I'm just taking a little shot at humor. But I just want to tell you about the thumbnail right now. But before I do that, I've got 4 or 5 thumbnails made, and it's just a matter of not being so lazy, I guess. But after an 11 or 12-hour day, I really don't feel like putting a video together, even though it only takes 30 or 45 minutes. So that's the reason that I haven't been here as regularly as I would like to be. I guess maybe if I was 40 years younger, I'd probably be able to do it. I am able to do it. It's just that I just don't feel like doing it. But I've had a second call in maybe the last 3 or 4 months asking if we do property management. And I know that there's people out there that are maybe looking at an investment here. We have 3 listings that are really, really well priced right now. That's one of the thumbnails that I'm going to do. Most of our listings are well priced because in a lot of cases here, people want 30 or 35% more than their property's worth, and we don't take the listing. It just isn't worth my time. And discriminating buyers don't just look at one property. They look at least half a dozen. A while back, I showed a fella 14 in a day and a half. So they get a feel of the market and decide that, yes, it is overpriced 30%. But so that's one of the videos that's coming. But today I want to talk to you about property management because there's really 2 facets if you rent a property here. Number 1 is the rent. That's easily handled and so on. But if you live out of the country or in another city, even within Colombia, now you have to deal with the bills. And how do you pay them? I don't mean financially. You obviously pay them out of the rent. But who picks it up? Who makes the trip to wherever to get it paid? We can't have it coming into either the rent or anything else coming into our account because it goes right back out again, and we get charged as though it's our income and get into disputes with DN. And I just as soon stay away from that. So any rent, and that's one of the conditions if you're looking at doing something like this, is that you have a bank account in Colombia. Colombia only allows bank accounts in Colombian pesos. Rent would be paid in pesos. We'd receive it, and every month we just deposit it to your account. The way, I haven't thought this all the way through yet, but I think what we would do probably is get maybe a deposit up front to cover the bills and just keep that deposit. Kind of, because you could get into a case where maybe you haven't received the rent yet, but you're starting to receive bills. I think that'd be a rare occasion, but we'd have to hold back a little bit every month from the gross rent in order to pay the services. Most services here in a condominium shouldn't run much more than $100 a month. When it's vacant, less, because you wouldn't be using. You'd still have to pay the basic charge, but you wouldn't be paying anything for usage. So to sum everything up, I've got to look at it a little more in depth, have a look at the logistics of it. There would be different levels of cost to you, because obviously if I have to drive 30 minutes to the airport and 30 minutes back, it's not going to be the same as driving down the block. Or in this development here where I can pick up the townhouse bill at the same time as I pick up my own, there'd be very little cost for that. but going to the airport, gas, hour and a half of my time, that would have to be covered. So leave it with me. I'll make another video once I decide exactly how we're going to go. If you're looking at making an investment, I think that we can look after it for you. If you have a property here now that you're dealing with, trying to get bills paid and not wanting your services cut off because they aren't being handled efficiently, then get a hold of us and we can talk about it. And if we can come to terms, then we can look after it for you. Okay, just another service that we can provide, make things smoother for you. I can tell you one thing, that a lot of the condos that are being bought here, they're cookie cutters. They're basically the same floor plan, basically the same size. They're not very big generally, but a lot of them are being bought by people from within Colombia that are looking to retire here at some point, maybe out 4 or 5 years. But in the meantime, they want to rent to recover some of the costs. So those people, if you're watching the video, we can help you as well. Okay, so it's Holiday Monday here. Have a great week. As I said at the beginning, I'll try to be here on a more regular basis going forward. Probably tomorrow I'll have a video. I want to do a couple of walk around videos too because they're popular. I want to show you the progress on the new hospital. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. The big round building is 12 floors now, and I'll tell you all about that in another video, okay? So William Hutchison signing off. As I say at the end of every video, I live in paradise, and you can too.